Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Yagabhadra Bhoga Buddhi Tivradanda Nindanam Raya Shuddha Krishna Kama Sevanabhi Nandanam Raya Raga Sevanokta Bhagyakoti Dushkaram Premadama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Premadama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Shri Prayaga Bhattavala Vaikanishta Sevanam Nila Shaila Bhattadata Ragamarga Radanam Shri Garadhara Pitadi Karamantra Madhuram Premadama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Premadama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Swarupa Raya Sangha Gambirantya Lilanam Dvadashabda Vani Garbha Vipralamba Shilanam Radhikadi Rudabhava Kanti Krishna Kunjaram Premadama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Premadama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Swarupa Kantalagna Mathura Pralapakam Radhikanu Vedanartha Tivra Vipralambakam Swapnavatsa Maridrishta Divyavarna Naturam Premadama Devameva Nami Gora Sundaram Premadama Devameva Nami Gora Sundaram Sadvikari Bhavachina Deho Dibya Shostavam Kurma Dharma Vinasandi Katra Pushpa Pelavam Hrasvadirga Padmaganda Rakshapita Panduram Premadama Devameva Nami Gora Sundaram Premadama Devameva Gora Sundaram Tiva Vipralamba Mugda Mandiragra Davitam Kurmarupa Divya Gandha Lubda Denu Veshvitam Varnitali Kula Krishna Keli Shaila Kandaram Premadama Devameva Nami Gora Sundaram Premadama Devameva Nami Gora Sundaram Hindu Sindhu Nitya Deepta Krishna Keli Mohitam Urmi Shirsha Supta Deho Vataranga Vahitam Jamunali Krishna Keli Magna Sokya Sagaram Premadama Devameva Nami Gora Sundaram Premadama Devameva Nami Gora Sundaram Vishesha Somya Vesha Shaitadra Saikatam Dina Sandi Dirgadeho Pelavati Daivatam Shanta Bhakta Chakratirtha Ishta Drishti Gocharam Premadama Devameva Naumi Goda Sundaram Premadama Devameva Naumi Goda Sundaram Bhakta Kanta Krishna Namakarna Hridgatam Nagna Sandi Shushtu Deho Sarva Purva Samatam Harda Bhaja Bhava Krishna Kelivarna Naturam Premadama Devameva Naumi Goda Sundaram Premadama Devameva Naumi Goda Sundaram Jai Gaur Premanande. And this is describing the section we've just been reading in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mahaprabhu's mood of separation. Could you close that door, Didi? Diving deep into the reality of his own beauty and sweetness, Lord Govinda stole the mood of Radharani and garbing himself in her brilliant luster, appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For the last 12 years of his manifest pastimes, he was deeply absorbed in union and separation, and he shared his heart's inner feelings with his most confidential devotees, such as Srup Damodar and Ramananda Rai. Bahirde Vishadwala Hoy, Antare Anandamoy. The wonderful characteristic of divine love of Krishna is that although externally it works like fiery lava, internally it is like sweet nectar that fills the heart with the greatest joy. Volcanic eruptions of ecstasy flowed from the heart of Sri Gauranga in the agony of separation from Krishna. This golden Lord who appeared like an intoxicated elephant is none other than Lord Govinda. I offer my obeisances to that beautiful golden Lord, Gauranga Sundar, the divine form of Krishna Prem. Sri Gauranga Dev, embracing the neck of Sri Swarup Damodar, began to sorrowfully recite the prayers Srimati Radharani had previously spoken in the agony of separation when Lord Krishna left Vrindavan for Mathura. The Lord would continuously taste the mood of Srimati Radharani, who was experiencing untold agony from the burning fire of her tragic separation from Lord Krishna. With a heavy heart, the Lord would describe what he was directly realizing in divine trance. Those realizations are just like dreams to ordinary men. I offer my obeisances to that beautiful golden Lord, Gauranga Sundar, the divine form of Krishna Prem. As I was reading this, the beginning of this translation, I was thinking, for persons like myself, this is like a dream or an illusion. And then Param Gumarshi says exactly that. For those living in that plane, this is the only reality. There is nothing more real than that. For those who are really awake to their real identity, there's nothing else than that. You're suffering in separation from your beloved Lord. How are you living? How are you carrying on your life? How is this possible? This is the only question that needs to be asked. But without feeling the necessity of that, living in the cover of things, arta maninas, natevidu swarta gatim hi vishnum. Natevidu swarta gatim hi vishnum. Dorshaya je bahir arta manina. We cannot understand the real goal of life is Vishnu. The real goal of life is Krishna, the substantial plane. And we are connecting with the cover. Art bahir arta manina. What is external? What is just on the cover? Like cream. Srila Sridhar Maharaj gives that example, like cream over a glass of milk. We're connecting with that. We're thinking that is substantial, that is meaningful. And we are ignoring the substance within. And so hearing these things, this is reality. For those who are really awake. But for us, it is like a dream. Because we are living, we are awake in the non-reality. In Srila Saraswati Thakur's statement, this is the goal of our life, to give some relief to the Brajabasis who are suffering in the pain of separation since Krishna left. So what is more real than that for them and for those of the caliber of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and our Guru Varga? But for myself, it is like an illusion, it is like a dream. I can only hear these things, read these things, and appreciate the poetic beauty of it, appreciate something of the ideal, but that is all. We can try to worship that. At least, nothing could be more wonderful than this. Nothing could be higher, could be aspired for, other than to have a remote connection with this, to serve this plane, such a plane of reality in some way. But the search for Sri Krishna, that is the only search that is necessary. That is the only real search of the heart. That is the only search we should consciously be engaging in. Otherwise, we are all unavoidably engaged in that search, because we are searching for sweetness, we are searching for rasa, we are searching for beauty. But Krishna is that. We're just seeking after it in some reflected, fragmented way, in the bits and pieces, the shadows of it that we find in this world. We cannot avoid it because Krishna is that. But we need to search in the proper way, in the direct way, not in a haphazard way. But consciously, we need to really understand this is really what we need and this is really what we want. This is the real hankering of my heart. And to consciously seek that out. Okay, well, we'll continue with Sharanagati. So we've come to the Mangala Charan, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's invocation of auspiciousness, the very first song which we are singing every morning. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Swaparshad Swiya Dhamma Saha Avatadi. Being merciful to the jivas, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descends with his associates and abode. And Param in his Lagu Chandrika Bhashya, his commentary, he has for this first verse, Shri Krishna Chaitanya is the sannyas name of Shri Gaura Sundar. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya uses this name in his prayers to the Lord. And this is from, I think it was 100, was it 100 verses? That there were two that are particularly famous. This one, and then there's another one, but I think it was 100 after Mahaprabhu converted Sarvabhauma. Then Sarvabhauma became great devotee, and he composed some prayers of glorification to Mahaprabhu. And this is one of them. And here he refers to Mahaprabhu as Krishna Chaitanya. And this name is very... Of course, this name, Krishna Chaitanya, it means Krishna consciousness, right? It's a very wonderful name. And Srila Gurudev, he commented how it's very striking when Haridas Thakur, his whole life he chanted Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hundreds of thousands of names he chanted every day. But in his very last moments, he was chanting this. Shri Krishna Chaitanya is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. He was chanting again and again in his last days, and indicating the supreme position of Mahaprabhu. He is, as Gurudev says very nicely, he is the embodiment of the Maha Mantra. He is the combined form of Shri Shri Radha Krishna, which the Maha Mantra is composed of. So Mahaprabhu is the full expression of the Maha Mantra in every sense. So this is Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's verse. Kalanashtam bhakti yogam nijamya pradushkartam Krishna Chaitanya nama avirbhutas tasya padara vinde gadam gadam liyatam chitta bringa. May the honeybee of my heart be ever more deeply attached to the lotus feet of he who has now appeared as Shri Krishna Chaitanya, to revive the practice of devotion to himself, which had become lost due to the influence of time. Very beautiful. May the honeybee of my heart, Chitta Bringa, be ever more deeply attached to the lotus feet of he who has now appeared as Shri Krishna Chaitanya, to revive the practice of devotion to himself. Nija Nama, his own name. He's distributing his own name, and he's distributing devotion to himself. This is the very unique position of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which had become lost due to the influence of time. And Param Guru Maharaj's purport continues. In Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, the sannyas ceremony of Shri Gaura Sundar is described. Jatta Jagatere Tum, and this is spoken by Keshav. This is Keshav Bharati when he's giving Mahaprabhu his sannyas name. So this is on the banks of the river. Is it? I don't know if it was the Ganges. Was it the Ganges maybe? During the festival of Makara Sankranti. And Keshav Bharati is he's given the sannyas water and giving his name. So Jat, spoken by Keshav Bharati, Jatta Jagatere Tumi Krishna Bolaila, Koraila Chaitanya Kirtan Prakashila, Ete ke tomar nam Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Sarvalok Toma Hoite Jate Hoilo Danya. You have induced the whole world to chant the name of Krishna and brought everyone to life, Chaitanya, by inaugurating the Sankirtan movement. Therefore, your name will be Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Because of you, everyone in the whole universe has become fortunate. Enomate Sanyas Koriya Prabhudanya Prakashila Atmanam Shri Krishna Chaitanya. In this way, the Lord gloriously accepted sannyas and revealed his name, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. And then Param Guru Maharaj has a comment on this phrase, Swa Parshad, his own associates. And Param Guru Maharaj's commentary, his associates. This means his servants, as is implied in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Yanti Deva Vata Devan Pichin Yanti Pichirata Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja Yanti Mad Yajino Pimam. And this, of course, this is the verse Srila Gurudev said that Srila Swami Maharaj quoted to him when Gurudev said he was going out every day for book distribution and meeting all kinds of people. And Gurudev's young and he has some energy and he's not afraid to speak the truth. It's forthright, it's nature. And sometimes he would get into fights with people. Sometimes people would try to beat him, he said. And especially worshippers of Ma Kali, they would be opposed to him. And so Srila Gurudev asked Srila Swami Maharaj, what should I say to them? And Srila Swami Maharaj, he gave a very nice answer. He quoted this verse. Those who are devoted to the demigods, those who are devoted to the demigods go to the realm of the demigods. Those who are devoted to the ancestors go to the realm of their ancestors. Those who are devoted to ghosts and spirits go to the realm of such beings. And those who are devoted to me come to me, reside in my abode. So Srila Swami Maharaj said, if you like, you can worship Ma Kali, and finally you will go and stay with her. She lives in the graveyard, and she wears skulls around her neck, and she attracts her sons to her, then she drinks their blood, puts their skulls around her neck. If you like, you can go and stay with her. Or you can come and stay with our Krishna. He lives in Vrindavan. It is very beautiful. He has lots of milk and butter and wonderful sweets. Very beautiful, charming environment. If you like, you can come with her. Or if you like, you can go and stay with mother. It is your decision. It is common sense. And who we worship, we will become like them also. Their nature will be extended to us. Shuddha Prabhu, he said how in one of his classes, maybe in Russia, he said, I worship Srila Gurudev because I want to be like him. And he said everybody freaked out a little bit. They got the wrong idea. Like he wants to be a big guru on a chair and like that. It's like, no, that's not what I mean. But he's so wonderful and he's so loving and he's so charming and so attractive. I want some of that. I need those qualities myself, And that's what Guru wants to give us, They want us to have more than they have, They are non-envious to the extreme. Like Srila Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, he said that when a new devotee comes and joins the Vrindavan camp, then Srimati Radharani goes to Krishna and says, oh, this devotee is better than me, please accept them, please accept them. This is the nature of the devotees. So that was Gurudev's desire, that we will all become qualified in devotion. Not that they want to have a bunch of sycophants who are unqualified and inferior, following their orders in an ignorant, robotic way. But they want us to consciously develop in devotion and become qualified in devotion. There's one quote of Srila Swami Maharaj Prabhupada: Krishna consciousness movement is for training persons to become independently thoughtful in Krishna consciousness, something like that. Not like following by rote, or like in a mechanical way, but that person should eventually develop their own inner feeling and desire. Srila Gurudev, he commented how in the spiritual world it's not like you give orders, like you have to give orders. Everything is like intuitively done. Everyone, they have inspiration and intuition about what is necessary, and it is happening like automatically, like everyone's tuned in, and they know what is necessary. So, of course, in beginning stage, it is healthy for us to follow direct orders, but as we progress, we should develop some inner feeling of attachment and feeling ourselves for what is
intuition.
Yes, intuition, but also some real attachment. Some real feeling, not just that we're waiting like dull persons for the order from the boss, but we ourselves will develop some real feeling for what is necessary, and we're ready to do that. I like very much the example Srila Gurudev gave of one disciple of Srila Saraswati Thakur. He was serving very, very nicely in one temple, and Saraswati Thakur said, you're doing so well, I've decided I want to take you to another temple so that you can train those devotees also. And that devotee, he immediately said, yes, of course, I'll be ready in 15 minutes. And Srila Saraswati Thakur was very disappointed. And he said, okay, maybe later, because he felt like for him to so quickly, like he should have some feeling for the service there, So in that sense, to have some like healthy independence should develop within us. I mean, like yourself, like yourself, Lavanya, Didi, Saraswati, these are mature servitors, They see what is necessary. They don't need to receive the order, you know what is necessary for service, and you're ready to do it. You have that strong attachment in your heart. Dham. Param Guru Maharaj is commenting on this word dham, abode. This means the spiritual domain of the Lord. Krishna describes his abode in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Na tad basayate suryo na shashanko na pavaka yad gatva na nivartante taddama paramam mama. Having reached my supreme abode, which cannot be illuminated by the sun, the moon, or fire, or anything material, the surrendered souls never return to this mundane world. So as Param Guru Maharaj mentions, Krishna doesn't just mean Krishna, Krishna is not alone. When you say Krishna, it means a whole system, there's a whole paraphernalia. So Mahaprabhu is coming, he's not coming alone, he's coming with the full package. He's bringing his associates. Some of them, he's sending them in advance. They're coming beforehand to prepare the field, appearing in different places. And then also his holy abode, that is also descending. The whole thing, it's all coming.
You remember that quote from Guru Maharaj that he says, are you ready that you are going there and you have to serve everybody? nobody, are you ready for that? If you're ready, then that's good. You're going to serve everybody, nobody, nothing
Yes.
for you, that's good.
The soil is our master there. The soil is our guru, the land of gurus. We have to walk on our head there. Everything is conscious, everything is chintamani. Everything is a servant, eager to be engaged in service. It's just the opposite.
But service is so nice.
What's that?
To do service is so nice. It's so wonderful. It's the best.
Well, you say that. No, but in this world, the current is to be superior, to have servants. But there, it's just the opposite tendency. That is the most joyful thing, as you are expressing, to come in connection with such a high plane that even the soil is to be considered superior to one's own existence.
I remember that Tyagi Maharaj always says, what do you want? Drink some juice from golden cups and dangle your feet on some cloud chair. Like, what do you service, that's it.
Okay, then next phrase. Oh, now we're going to verse number 2. Atyanta durlabha prema koribare dan shikaya sharanagati bakatera pram. To distribute the most rare form of prem, he teaches Sharanagati, which is the life of the devotees. This is it. This is the secret. Sharanagati. This is the secret. He came to distribute prem, but how can persons get prem? Only through Sharanagati. So he, Shikaya Sharanagati, he distributed, he taught Sharanagati. This is the secret, Sharanagati. We have to surrender to that. We have to surrender to that cause. We must be an object to that supreme subject. Then we can have some hope of connection. We cannot make it an object to us or consider that it will serve our whim, our lowly whim, this foolishness, extreme foolishness. This is...
All our gurus came only for that.
Yes. That is the path. That is the way to go. Sharanagati. And then Param Guru Maharaj's commentary. Atyanta durlabha prema. The most rare form of prem. This refers to the 5th ultimate end of life, Sri Krishna prem. The rarity of Sri Krishna prem has been noted by Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhu in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. This is actually spoken by Lord Shiva, and Srila Rupa Goswami has recorded in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Jnanata Shulabha muktir yagyadi punyata seyam sadhana sahasrer hari bhakti sudorlabha. Lord Shiva says, liberation, moksha, is easily attained by cultivating knowledge of Brahma, Gyan. Heavenly enjoyment, bhukti, is easily attained by performing various types of pious activities, karma, such as sacrifices. However, even by following thousands of different spiritual practices, Hari Bhakti is extremely difficult to obtain, as it requires servitude to the pure devotees of the Lord. a proper conception of the divine nature of the Lord, firmly fixed loving attachment for the Lord, devoid of any impurities, and the Lord's merciful acceptance of the practitioner. And the first thing we can say about the culture of devotion, what really distinguishes it and makes it rare, is that it has to come out of one's own inner desire and conscious development. It is not based on any type of external practices or, by rote methods or intellectual ability to comprehend and so on and so forth, but it has to come from the core of one's heart. Nothing but that is wanted. The innermost, most subtle aspect of ourself must be wholesale dedicated to this. And actually, through that, everything will come. Sambandha Gyan will come. Grace from the Lord and the Vaishnavas will come. And Gurudev, he gives the example of Mother Jashoda, of that transaction, that when Mother Jashoda is trying to her utmost and she's sweating, she's totally exhausted, trying to tie baby Krishna. When she's like just at her wit's end, you can say, her last tether, then Krishna, he allows himself to be bound. So our wholehearted effort and giving attempt and Krishna's merciful acceptance. In Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, this most rare form of prem, which Mahaprabhu came to distribute, is described as follows. Anarpita chirim chirat, kurunaya vatirna kalo, samarpayitam unutojvala rasam swabhakti shriyam, hari purata sundara duti kadamba sandipita, Sada Hridaya Kandare Spiratu Vashachi Nandana. This is Srila Rupa Goswami's verse in the beginning section of Chaitanya Charitamrita. May the radiant golden Lord Shri Shachinandan always be manifest in the core of your heart. He mercifully descended in the age of Kali to give the wealth of his own devotion, supremely exalted Madhura Ras, which had never been given before. This is Kaviraj Goswami's benediction upon the readers of Chaitanya Charitamrita. May the radiant golden Lord Shri Shachinandan always be manifest in the core of your heart. He mercifully descended in the age of Kali to give the wealth of his own devotion, supremely exalted Madhura Ras, which had never been given before. And Sharanagati, Param Gumarji's comment on Sharanagati, surrender. This means Sarva Bhave Bhagavad Ashroy, to take shelter of the Lord in all respects. Sharanagati is defined in essence in Shri Shri Prapana Jivanamritam. And here Param Gumarji is citing his own verse from Prapana Jivanamrita, which perfectly summarizes three aspects, main aspects of Sharanagati. And this is the verse that Gurudev said everybody should memorize. If you only memorize one verse, you memorize this verse, the essence of all the scriptures is here. Because this is the essence of the scriptures, Sharanagati, Svatmarpanam, Prahlad Maharshi's expression. So this is the verse, which everybody knows, because Gurudev said everybody should memorize it. Bhagavad Bhakti Ta Sarvam. You know this verse, right? We put it on the notice board out there. Bhagavad Bhakti Ta Sarvam. You know this verse. It Yuchija. If you don't know it, then I know you know it, actually. You know the purport. You're living the purport. Bhagavad Bhakti Ta Sarvam. It Yuchija Viderapi. Kain Karyam Krishna Padaika Shrayatvam Sharanagati. And this is in the first chapter of Prapana Jivanamrita, Param Guru Maharshi's original verse. It is Vastu Nirnoy. It is put there, establishing the theme of the work in a nutshell form. Having faith that everything is obtained by serving the Supreme Lord. And there's also a very nice explanation of this in Revealed Truth. Very, very nice. So number one, to have faith that everything is obtained by serving the Supreme Lord. This is also the definition of Shraddha, right? Shraddha Shabde Vishwash Kahe Sudrida Nishchoy Krishna Bhakti Koile Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. The firm conviction that everything will be done by this thing, by performing Krishna Bhakti, by engaging in devotion to Krishna, by serving Krishna's interest, everything will be done. All things will be served, all duties will be fulfilled. By fulfilling that central duty, all duties will be satisfied. So this is the first. Vishakha Devi ki jai, Jai Sachi Didi ki jai, Jai Shri Gurudev ki jai. So to have faith that everything is obtained by serving the Supreme Lord. This is the first element of Sharanagati. Then abandoning subservience to even scriptural injunctions, if necessary. This is the second element of Sharanagati. And we find the supreme example of that in the Braja Gopis. They are ready. Second element of Sharanagati, abandoning subservience to even scriptural injunctions. Not that we're taking this as an excuse to do anything and everything, but if necessary for Krishna's satisfaction, for the necessity of service, then we will. Shalis was also prominent in the mood of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So Srila Sridhar Maharaj mentioned in his verse, Shitti Litti Vidi. He slackened. Too much adherence to the rules and regulations. What do they exist for, the rules? They exist to promote Krishna consciousness. Smadanta, what is that? Smadanta satatam vishnur vishmartavya najatu chit sarva vidi nisedasyur etayor eva kinkara. To always remember Krishna, to never forget Krishna. All of the injunctions and prohibitions in the scriptures, they are servants of these two principles. Always remember, never forget. So they are a servant, all the rules, regulations you find, they are servants of these higher principles. They are existing only to promote that. So in service to these higher principles, one must know when to adjust these regulations that are given. And this is seen very prominently in Srila Saraswati Thakur's preaching. An adjustment of how things are done and applied. So, to understand that central thing and be ready to adjust the scriptural injunctions if necessary. And then third, Krishna Padaika Shaya. To aika, one exclusively, to take shelter of the feet of Sri Krishna exclusively. That is our shelter. Like Draupadi, we heard from Devi Shishpur, Srila Sridhar Maharaj said, that is the highest point of Mahabharata, even higher than the Bhagavad Gita, when Draupadi fully surrenders to Krishna. She's calling out to her husbands for their help. And finally, she just throws up her arms. Krishna, you are my only shelter. She takes exclusive shelter of Krishna. So this is a very wonderful example of Krishna Padaika Shaya. This is my one and only shelter. And so we're trying to live in that type of consciousness. Not to take shelter of this person, this thing or that thing. To put our faith in these lower things and persons, but to keep our faith always in that highest plane. So these three elements. Everything will be gotten, everything will be had. Whatever that means in every sense that we can think. Whatever happiness, whatever joy we're seeking, whatever fulfillment we're seeking, and whatever duties we may have, they will all be served by attending to the central thing, like the root of a tree. And to be ready to adjust the injunctions of the scriptures and to take exclusive shelter, one and only shelter. Okay, and then we go to verse number 3. Dvainya Atma, we'll read 3 and 4 together. Dvainya Atma Nivedan Goptritve Varan Avasha Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasa Palam Bhakti Anukula Matra Karjara Svikar Bhakti Pratikul Bhav Varjanangi Kar. I think maybe I'm going to stop there because these next verses I'd like to really put full attention to, because here Param Maharshi is quoting more of his verses from Prapana Jivanamrita, and they're really very, very, very wonderful verses. So I think I'd rather wait till tomorrow. Jai Shri Sharanagati ki Jai Shri Bhakti Thakur ki Jai. Any last comments, Didi, to make? Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha. Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana. Girin Hari Gopinatha Madana Mohana. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra. Radha Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunatha. Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha. Chai Gosai Kori Charana Vandana. Jaha Hoite Vignana Shabishta Purana. Jai Gosai Jar Muita Dasa Dansa Bada Pada Denu Mura Panchagrasa Adera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanebasa Jana me moho e abhilasha He Jai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilo Basa Shri Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Kodila Prakasha Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjai Amana Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Kodi Asha Padma Kori Asha Hari Nam Sankirtan Kohe Narottama Dasa Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Gurudev ki Jai, Shri Guru Gauranga Radha ki Hari Ju ki Jai, all the assembled devotees ki Jai, all the world devotees ki Jai, Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Vishakha ki Jai.